So I'm here with Leah, who just bought her first school bus, and I'm trying to get her to tell my viewers why they need to be on skoolie.net. It was a condition of me helping her get her bus that she join skoolie.net, not only join, but sign up and introduce herself and tell people the story so she could get the help that she needs with the school bus. And I'm so convinced that skoolie.net is such a valuable resource and community of people that will help you along your journey, not just with guidance and information, but the sense of community there is very important. And I've had over the last few years, I've had so many people contact me via YouTube with questions that I may or may not have been giving the best answer. And consistently, when I find somebody that's asking me questions about school buses as a conversion, RV, anything like that, I always try to get them on skoolie.net, try to get them signed up, try to get them involved and active in connecting with the community at skoolie.net. But I fail, and I don't know why. And what I want Leah to talk to you about is her experience with skoolie.net to this point. Keep in mind, the only connection I have with skoolie.net is the fact that I'm a member. I've been a member since well before I purchased my first school bus. But they're not paying me for this endorsement. I just think it's a valuable resource that people overlook, or they're intimidated by forums like Leah was a little bit because she doesn't understand the software and how it works and how, but she's starting to get a grip, a good understanding of what's going on. But I want Leah to tell her story, what she's found in the last few days. When did you sign up? Saturday? I think she signed up Saturday after I made her. I would not
Sunday.
Go.
It would have been Sunday.
Yeah,
it was the day before picking the bus up.
I would not go with her to pick up this bus without her signing up because she needs the help. And relying strictly on my help for the information is just a bad idea. I've got my perspective, but there's a lot of people on skoolie.net, thousands, and they all have different perspectives. And somebody's probably right, and it's probably not going to be me. So I don't mind the questions, but to ask me questions outside of skoolie.net, I think is a foolish endeavor. I think if you really want to know the answers, the more people you ask to get information, the better off you're going to be. So now I'll turn it over to Leah. So you signed up, you think, because I made you. You say I didn't make you, but I made you. That was a condition of me helping you with your bus.
You wanted me to, and it's kind of overwhelming because I've never done anything on a forum before,
right?
Other than, if you want to call Facebook a forum, but or YouTube. But I've learned just by talking about this bus, I've learned about this engine. I've learned about the probable transmission that it has, and the rear ends, and just a whole lot of things about the bus.
And just since Sunday, and it's Wednesday now, so just since Sunday, and most of that time we've been traveling.
And
so
what to do about, like, I can to make it go faster.
Yeah.
One of the things, changing out the rear ends, and something about the transmission. I have to look at that again. Changing the transmission. I want it to go faster, and I want it to be quieter because it screams at 62 miles an hour. So,
and if you asked me specifically those questions, how to make it go faster and how to make it be quieter, I wouldn't be able to help you. I could give you some ideas.
There's people on there that I've gotten so many suggestions and talked about different things from a whole lot of people just by whatever. I post something, or I say something, and then somebody comes back and tells me all these different things. It's like, you got to do it. You got to sign up. You got to get in there and talk to people.
Right. And that's the key component. Yeah, the key component is not just signing up for a membership. It costs you nothing. It's free to join.
Yeah.
But it does you no good to join. You've got to get in there and get involved and ask questions, which is what you did, which is, it's hard because people don't know the value that's in there, that's sitting there waiting for them for free to access to all these people that have basically a doctorate in school bus conversion. And you get to talk to the doctors. You know, you get to talk to the people that know exactly. Well,
the school of life is where they learned it.
Yeah.
Where a lot of them,
yeah,
from their own experience. It's best to get onto it and ask and look. Just even if you don't ask, look at the things that are already in there.
Right.
They probably answer your questions already.
There is a wealth of information just to be able to read. But if you have something that you can't find, something specific about your machine or your bus or your conversion,
you're thinking about.
yeah,
So,
and one of the best examples I can think about what we talked about today is you're thinking about putting a wood burning stove in your bus.
Yeah.
Where's the best location to put that? Well, I don't know. I've never put one in. Yeah,
Not
what
just
size?
where, but what size?
What size?
Should I get?
But not just that. You can ask them where to put it, what size, and how to do it.
Yeah, how to install it.
How to install it.
Stationary, where going down the road, I hit somebody cuts me off and hits the brakes, and like they do when I'm in the truck. Where do I put this, and how do I secure it so it's not going to move?
Well, the one thing that I've heard you say several times since I've been talking to you is you're going to recruit people to help you with this build.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is I built 2 buses by myself. I'm a man. I've got a few skills, woodworking skills, tools, things like that. And I've collected tools over the years, so I know how to do a little bit of stuff. But if I can do it by myself, you can do it by yourself too. You can do it all by yourself with the knowledge that you get from skoolie.net and people helping you with information. And who knows, you might wind up somebody coming helping you with some of the heavy stuff. Some of the stuff is 2 people jobs that you could still do by yourself, but it's easier to have 2 people working.
This is true. Building the deck out here, I have no clue how to use a welder to build it.
Right.
Someone will build that for me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to have a gray water tank, that will be up under the bus.
Yeah.
It needs a frame for it to be held under there. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
I would like it welded. And
you may not have to.
The fresh water will be under the bed.
You may not have to. You may be able to drill some bolts and put some all thread through there. That was my original design from my last build. Was in fact I drilled holes for all thread and wound up using straps instead. So there's all kinds of ways to skin a cat. It doesn't have to be the way everybody else does it. But you've got a ton of learning to do.
Doing the solar scares me. Wires scare me. I know I can do it.
Yep.
Because I'm a rather independent person.
Yeah.
If somebody a human being is going to be doing it.
Right.
If they can do it, why can't I?
Yeah.
If I can't lift it, what can I use to help me lift it?
You got it.
And don't be afraid to go outside the box.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to think outside the box. But even though you got a metal box here.
It's a box.
But plumbing, I don't know how to do the hooking it up. I know it's got to be fairly easy.
PEX is incredibly easy.
I've done it.
PEX is incredibly easy.
The different kind of where I can put hook up to city water should I happen to be at an RV park.
Right.
How do I put those outlets and stuff? How do I put regular outlets?
Right.
How do I put an outlet in the front of the bus so I can charge my phone while I'm driving and the phone is up there with me?
Right.
Putting USB and the different lighting and stuff.
So the bottom line is almost all the information you're ever going to need to convert your school bus is either on skoolie.net or it's there within a few hours, maybe a couple of days at most, until somebody goes, hey, I've got an answer for your question, and it's gold. It's a bank full of gold that's free access to gold. It's a library of information. It's the Library of Alexandria that still exists. It's a Library of Alexandria for school buses, and all you have to do is sign up and participate to actually get the gold. That's the price of admission, is sign up for a free account, introduce yourself, and go, hey, I've got a question for you guys. What do you do about this? And most likely somebody's going to say, you need to read this thread here. That's been done 6 or 7 times. Go check this out, and if you still have questions, they will help you.
anything that you want to do to your bus, somebody's already done it.
Probably.
Most likely.
Probably. There's a thread there already, and you just haven't found it, which is the other.
So start another thread, because maybe it's been a while since anybody's seen it, and
could be.
Now you got a new thread. It's like, oh, new information.
Could be.
So.
And this is coming from a novice in forums. This is somebody that has been a member of a forum for the last 4 days.
4 days.
And 2 of those were spent traveling. So
Right.
if she can do it, you can do it. So join skoolie.net today. If you're halfway interested in school buses, or are you just interested in what other people doing? What are other people doing with theirs?
Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a school bus. It can be a van.
Yeah.
It could be a van like that one.
Well, there's gold in there for everybody.
Yeah.
Just, you know, some of it's specific to school buses. Some of it is
Right.
just, you know, how to do stuff.
It doesn't
And
matter what size bus it is.
Really doesn't. Anything else?
Just everybody have a good day.